In tracing of curve, our second point is nature of origin. So first, if equation doesn't contain any absolute constant, then the curve passes through origin. That is, if equation doesn't have any absolute constant, for example x square plus y square equals to 0, then the curve passes through origin. For example, y square equals to 4ax. This is curve passes through origin. Parabola symmetric about y x-axis having or passes through origin. Next, if the curve passes through origin, then we have to find tangent at origin. To find tangent at origin, we will equate lowest degree term of that equation to 0. For example, if we have y square equals to 2 minus x equals to 4x. Solving this equation, we have 2y square minus xy square equals to 4x. So lowest degree term is 4x. So equating 4x equals to 0, we have x equals to 0. That is x equals to 0, which is y-axis, and y-axis acts as a tangent to origin. Okay. By checking nature of tangent, we can see whether we have node, cusp or conjugate point on that origin. So what is node? If at origin there are two tangents which are real and different, then the origin is node. So node is this. So what we have? Two tangents passing through origin. Two different tangents. Here tangents are x equals to y and y equals to minus x. Okay. We have two tangents passing through origin which are different, and therefore we have node at this point. Next, cusp. What is cusp? If at origin there are two tangents which are real and equal, then the origin is cusp. What is cusp? If we draw this. Okay. So what we have? There are two tangents passing through origin which are equal. Okay. Real and equal. So then we get cusp here. Next, conjugate points. If at origin there are two imaginary tangents, then the origin is conjugate point and we cannot plot this tangent. Okay. Our next point is intersection with coordinate axis. First, to find intersection with x-axis, put y equals to 0 in given equation. So we get, to find intersection with y-axis, we will put x equals to 0 and find coordinates of x-axis. And to find other points, we can replace, or we will see some special conditions. So next, to find point at symmetry, we will put y equals to x and have points or coordinate points of x. After finding intersecting points, we will find tangent at that points. To find tangent at that point, we will have dy or find dy upon dx, derivative of that curve. So, if derivative at that point P equals to 0, then tangent is parallel to x-axis. That is, we have slope equals to 0. Next, if dy upon dx at that point equals to infinity, then tangent is parallel to y-axis. That is, we have slope infinity and therefore tangent is parallel to y-axis. Okay. Next, if dy upon dx is positive, not 0, not infinity. If it is positive, then tangent makes acute angle with positive x-axis, and if it is negative, then tangent makes obtuse angle with positive x-axis. Next, we will find region of absence. If for some values of x, y square becomes negative. That is, for values of x, y square become negative, then that curve doesn't lie in this region. Okay. Similarly, if for some values of y, x square becomes negative, then there lies no part of curve for this value of y. So, and the last point is asymptote. So, asymptote is tangent to the curve at infinity. Okay, that is for curve taking tangent at infinity. That is, finding asymptote, we can say the curve is bounded or going to infinity. So, to find tangents, we will equate highest degree term, to find asymptote, equate coefficient of highest power of x to 0, provided the coefficient is not constant. Similarly, to find asymptote parallel to y-axis, equate highest degree coefficient of highest power of y to 0, provided coefficient is not constant. And last, oblique asymptote, asymptote which are not parallel to x coordinate or x-axis as well as y-axis, that asymptote is called oblique asymptote. To find that oblique asymptote, we will put y equals to mx plus c in given curve, so that the curve becomes a function of x comma mx plus c. Equating this point to 0, the coefficient of two successive highest term of x, we will get values of m and c, and hence we will have a equation of asymptote.